EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's... And oh, right away, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and 9 now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. Well, thank you, Dr. Davis. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7.
19 Tiger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jackson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready. Strike. Check strike.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. 52 blaster. Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Ready, ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And hauled in here by Rivera. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
21. Falcons, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, Buffett.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Back to throw here. That is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Here's 2nd and 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, here's Spears. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Jackson to return. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Down. Slide through. Spike. White.
Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
5 yards to go.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. It's Young off play action. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the 1st.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Panthers 21, Falcons nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Yellow, lining, ultra, go opposite, green, hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And quickly they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Young will set to throw. Try to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Flush to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Black shot. Black, red. Set.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So
first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Go. Ready.
Young now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Red. Cypher. Edo blue. Grill green. Black ultra. Stick. Mega.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They go play action. Young. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Come on,
So
strike.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Blue striker. Light blue. Set.
Following the interception, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
At the 26-yard line.
Now here's Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Moore, the man in motion. Get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 quarters have come and gone.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Go, Rick. Go.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Let's go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
Cougar 19.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Young, he's going to change it up.
On third down, it's Gregory. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He finds his man complete. That's Porter. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure you're open.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 3 yards out.
And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the jump.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the return, Jackson. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second and long. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers.